Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I promised you guys weekly workout videos and I have been posting them, just not here on YouTube. They have been in 359 Degree Yoga's virtual studio through the Mind Body app. If you'd like to watch those, I'll link them down below. But for now, let's get back to it. So today I'm going to be taking you through a Cardio Barre class. It's about 45 minutes long. We're going to get a good sweat, keep moving, especially if you're in 85-degree temperature room like I am right now. You're going to really feel it. And then we'll end with some nice deep stretching to just loosen up our body after we're getting it all warmed up. Okay, let's get started. Come seated, cross-legged. Find a comfortable position. And we're going to start by warming up all of our joints. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower that chin to your chest. And let's roll it to the right, nice and slow, following your own breath. Pause in the center, switch directions. Pause, come back up, and let's roll those shoulders forward. Really opening up between our shoulder blades. Now roll them back and open that chest. Sweep the arms up. Let's drop over to the right. Back up and to the left. Back up and come forward nice and relaxed for a moment. Walk those hands to your knees and let's take our chest around and back, warming up our spine. Few more. Switch, other way around. Nice. Feeling it in our hips a little bit. Pause and center, and let's come on to hands and knees for some cat-cows. Hands under shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, belly button to spine. Drop the belly, chin up. Keep going, following your breath. Few more. Come back to square. Walk those hands out forward a little bit. We're going to take the hips around, back, and forward. Just a few times at whatever pace feels comfortable. Pause forward and switch directions. Nice. Come back to child's pose for a moment. Come up, hands and knees, but bring our knees and feet together. Walk those hands out a little bit. Flatten and lengthen the spine. We're going to do some rolling push-ups. You can do these in a full push-up position if you'd like. But we drop, push back. You can get kind of a roll with the spine. You come forward. Few more. Following whatever tempo is good for you. Nice. Let's come back to a seated position, and we're going to lift up into our boat pose. Now you can keep your toes on the ground or just barely off the ground, parallel to the floor. Draw your belly button in, shoulders down and back, lengthening that spine, drawing the chest up to the ceiling, and let go if you'd like to. Now clasp your hands together, twisting at the core for slow boat rows. Draw in the belly to support your spine. You can twist with the knees too for a little added. Twist and twist. And let's start double time. Ready, go. 1, 2. Drawing belly button to spine. Few more. Nice. Send those feet forward, flex. Lengthen the arms up above and forward fold for a small break. Really lengthening and straightening the spine. And let's roll up and bring our feet in. Palms of the hands to the mat behind us. We're going to do some tricep push-ups. So lift those hips up into a reverse table pose. Maybe you need to walk your feet out further, whatever suits you. Keep the hips lifted, elbows straight back. Keep breathing and keep lifting those hips up. Belly button to spine, support our lower back. A few more. And last one. Nice. Release those hips down. Hold on behind the knees and let's rock back and forth on our spine. Just a few times. And then stay on your back. Adjust your hair as needed. We want our feet nice and close to our hips. Tuck the shoulders under so we have a nice flat spine. And we're going to do some bridge pulses. So lift the hips up, down. Really drawing in our belly button. So we lengthen the front side body with every lift. A few more. Now let's lift the right leg up, flat foot, flex to the ceiling, keeping the hips even. Keep going. Last few. And switch. Few more, keeping those hips even. Almost done. Nice. Release that foot down. Now you can either press up with both feet down into just a bridge pose to hold, and you can take the hands underneath your back or tuck the fingers and we can go into a full wheel pose. Stretching the front of our body. Exhale, release down carefully. Grab on behind the shins. And we're going to come on to hands and knees, but for a little bit of a different exercise. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so I don't kick my plants. We'll start with whatever leg you want. This is my left leg. I'm starting off with it because it's safest. I'll probably have to turn around for the rest. But first, let's flex that foot and fire hydrant. Nice flat spine. Tucking our belly button inwards, keeping our hips even, feeling it in the glute of that lifting leg. Few more. And now let's pulse that foot up to the ceiling. Keeping our spine nice and straight, not letting us arch in the lower back. If we draw in our belly button, our core will support our lower back. The leg is moving freely from the rest of our body. Now extend that leg and cross it over, up, over to the side. Almost done. We're going to switch directions. Few more. Taking that leg as high as you'd like. Nice. Bring that knee in. Maybe you rock your hips back and forth. Whatever it takes to feel comfortable. I'm going to switch and face the other way. Coming back to hands and knees. Hands right under shoulders. Let's start with our fire hydrants. Ready? Lift. Pressing that hip down. Feeling this in that glute. Breathing. You got this. Almost there. Ready? And let's pulse the foot to the ceiling. Keeping the lower back nice and straight and flat. Protecting it. Strengthening it. Engaging that glute and the hamstring of the lifting leg. Almost done. Nice. Lengthen and let's crisscross. Cross, up, cross. There you go. Keeping that back nice and flat. Feeling it now. Almost done. Last one. Bring those knees in nice. Rock those hips back and forth. Come to the center of your space. Tuck those toes under, coming back into a down dog, just for a moment. Lengthening that spine. Look forward. Let's slowly walk our feet to our hands. Release down. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. We're going to come into our chair pose. For some pulses, I will turn sideways so you can see them really well. So first, inhale, sweep those arms up, gaze up. Make sure our feet are hip width. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the seat back. Weight is in the heels of the feet. You can feel like you can lift up your toes one at a time and wiggle them around. A slight tuck of the tailbone, rolling the shoulders down the spine. Just holding it here first. Finding our center. Nice. Maybe you drop a little lower. Nice. With the next song, we're going to start to pulse. You can either pulse here or come on the releve, which means up on the balls of our feet. This will engage the calves a little bit more. Work our core harder too because we're using our balance. You can either stay here on releve or come to flat foot. We're going to twist our arms. Your choice. I'm going to stay on releve. I'm going to take the challenge. Take the plunge. Really extending those shoulders. Nice, almost done. Feeling that burn. Drop a little lower. Yes, come still on the balls of those feet. If you're flat-footed, come on up. Hold it a little longer. Inhale, come standing straight on the balls of those feet, lengthening the body. Exhale, release. Shake out those legs a little bit. And now we're going to get into some lunges. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Releasing any jitters. Let's take that right foot forward, left foot back. Kind of want to aim for 90 degrees in both angles of the knees. But we want our knee right over our ankle. Take those arms up and let's start to pulse. Just nice and low. And a few more. Now step that back foot forward, up. There you go. You can stay here or take the knee to your chest. Getting a little bit of a crunch. Drawing that belly button to our spine. Now maybe you turn that knee up into a kick. Nice. Relax. Shake it out. We're going to switch to the other side. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Take that left foot forward. 90 degree angles. Pulse. Step that front up. Now knee to chest. Maybe send it into a kick now. Nice. Shake it out. Let's send that right leg forward. Come down to a lunge. Drop that back knee. Bring those hands to that front knee, pressing this extended back leg hip forward. Feeling a stretch in the front of that hip. Breathing. Inhale deep. Exhale. Lifting our chest upward. Really tucking the tailbone under. Maybe you stay here, or you reach back, opposite arm to the back leg. Breathing into that hamstring. Or I mean quad. The other large leg muscle. Drop that foot down. Send the hips up and back. Flex that front foot. Or press the toes down. You'll get a different sensation in the top of that foot for a half split. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like to, and it's in your practice, you can go for a full split. Breathing here, lengthening up, holding ourselves up. Nice. Take that back leg, sweep it around, And come over to our lunge on the other side. Start with up on the toes so we can really lengthen that leg. Drop it. Hands to that knee. Really pressing that right hip forward now. Tucking the tailbone under slightly. That'll give us a little extra stretch in that hip. Maybe you reach back with that opposite hand, grabbing the toes. Get a little bit of a twist here too, while we stretch the front of that leg. Breathing. Nice. Release it down. Lift the seat. Either lift or press the toes down for a half split. Or, like I said earlier, if it's in your practice, go ahead and drop. As you can notice, I don't quite have the side all the way, so I'm pressing into my hands, but I'm not sinking into my shoulders. I'm rolling them down and back. Don't want to put any extra pressure on the shoulder joints. Are you breathing? Roll onto that hip. Let's come back on the hands and knees. Tuck those toes under, down dog. Breathing here, lengthening the spine. Now walk the hands to your feet the other way. Release down, maybe have a slight bend in the knees, feeling it in our calves. Opposite, hands to elbows, rocking back and forth, creating space in the spine. Release and roll up. Nice. This would be a great moment in time to grab a sip of water. I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to sweat, although it is like 85 degrees. I'm not complaining though, because we do get intense winters here in Michigan. Let's go into plies after I got my shorts a little bit. Let's take those feet nice and wide, heels in, toes outward. Drop the seat. It's nice to aim for 90-degree angles, but it's more important to make sure our knees are tracking right over our ankles so they aren't rolling in or rolling back, and that our tailbone is slightly tucked under and our spine is long as if every vertebrae is on a string that's attached to the ceiling. Take the arms out, palms are facing backwards, pulse and push them back. Tightening between the shoulder blades, drawing in that belly button to support our lower spine. Breathe. Keep going. Few more. I know our legs are tired probably. 90-degree angles up and down. Really opening our chest, feeling in our shoulders. Really engage the muscles in the body. You don't need to use weights in order to sculpt and tone. Your own body is great at it. A few more. Nice. Straighten up. Straighten those legs. If you look up and back. Swan dive, forward fold. Turning the toes to face forward. Breathe and exhale deep here. Releasing the spine. Bring those hands to your hips. Come all the way up. We're not done here. Turn those toes back out, heels in. Come to a bend. Let's lift the heel of that right foot. Hands behind the head. We're going to do some side crunches. Keeping our balance. Keep breathing. Almost done. Inhale to straighten up. Don't fold, just release those hands down. And behind the head, lift the other ankle and other direction. Keep breathing. Almost done. Straighten up. Come back down. We're almost done. I know, I feel it too. Let's do our side stretches. Our final flush. Nice. Straighten those legs. Fold forward, hands sliding down the legs. Walk over to that right foot. Right arm up. Really sending the hamstrings straight up to the ceiling. Both hands to the ankle. Bend the other knee and straighten. Bend. Straight. Bend. Straight. Walk it over other foot. Hand up to the ceiling. Really flattening our chest and rib cage to that thigh. Both hands to that foot and bend the opposite knee and straight. Straighten, come center. Flat back. Sweep that right arm up. We're doing another twist, but this will twist more at our rib cage, higher up a little bit. Gazing out to the side. Exhale, lower that hand, sweep the other up. Breathing into it. Exhale, release. And let's roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Bring those feet in. Shake your legs out. I know they might be a little tired, and we're almost done. Adjust your shirt a little bit. Mine always gets kind of funny when I'm hanging upside down. And let's get on to the next exercise. Okay, let's take that left foot forward, and it's going to be turned out, whatever's comfortable for you. We want to make sure that our knees continue to track over our toes, so not forward or outwards. Make sure you take care of your body. Ball of the back foot. One arm up, one arm down, plies. So we bend, stretch that, lengthen that side body. Finding our balance in our fourth position, plies. Plie means to bend. Now, bend and point that foot. Tendu. Almost done. Stay out, knee to elbow. Nice and fast. Getting a little side crunch. Nice. Release it down. Bring that other foot forward. Ball of the back foot. Make sure we're tracking knee over toe. One arm down, one arm up. Bend, stretch. Lengthening that side body, finding our balance. Breathing. And let's start to do our tendus. Stretch. Few more. Keep it out. Elbow to knee. 2. Nice and fast. You can take them slow if you need to. Nice. Bring those feet together. Sweep those arms up. Gaze forward or back. Come straight. Drop that right leg, arm down to the right leg. Side stretch. Back up, inhale. Exhale, other side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. We're going to stay here a little while. Maybe you need to put a slight bend in your knees. Really drawing the belly button in. Breathing here. Exhale, release down. Inhale, roll up. Shake it out a little bit. Step those feet a little wide, not as wide as our grand pliés. Sweep those arms up. Exhale, bend. Drop down through to squat. Breathing here. You can take one hand to the ground, lifting the right arm. Exhale. Switch the other way. Maybe you stretch forward a little bit, releasing into those hips. Or maybe you just come and sit really nice and straight up. Maybe you walk those feet out a little further. Kind of rocking back and forth in the hips. Breathing here, finding our center. Exhale, release down, come to one last boat pose. Maybe you straighten those legs, maybe you bind with the toes, lengthening the spine. Release down. Nice. Now we're going to get into our deep stretching now that we're all warm. I don't know if you're all sweaty like me. But let's go ahead and scoot to the back of our mat just so we have space for our legs. We're going to take that right foot underneath the left seat. Really adjust how you need to really get square on both hips. Take that left foot close to that right knee. Lift up through the chest. And let's wrap around and turn towards that left leg. Breathing here. We're looking straight out to the side, not behind us. We'll put less stress on our neck. Looking backwards just creates the illusion that we're twisting more. We want to see how far we've gotten with that twist so that we can use our core to twist further. Nice. Release. Keep the feet crossed. Cross that foot a little further. Walk the feet away from the seat a little bit. Adjust and stack the knees. Let's lengthen up in that spine for shoelace pose. Maybe you walk the hands forward. I like to start with a flat back. Really feeling this engagement in my spine before I exhale and release down. Some days I can come further than others. It just depends on how tight our IT band or glutes are or hamstring. Just breathing here. Nice. Walk those hands up. Let's uncross and take the other foot underneath near the seat. Other top foot near the knee. We're going to twist towards that knee on an exhale. Straight spine. Breathing here. I like this because you get a twist and a stretch in the spine, but I also can feel it in that lifted leg. There's just all kinds of places you can stretch. Oh, the places you can stretch. Release. Maybe you walk that bottom foot out a little bit to help you cross. Stacking the knees for shoelace. Maybe you hold on to your ankles. Sitting really tall. Finding your center. Taking those hands forward, but keeping our spine nice and flat. Exhale, maybe you come down to your forearms. come up. Take our hands behind our seat, uncross those legs, toes in front of us, and just rock those knees back and forth on our hips. Now you can stay facing me, but I'm going to switch to the side just to make it a little easier for you guys to see. What we're going to do is we're going to take, this is my left leg. So I'm taking my left leg so that is coming straight out from my hip, 90-degree bend in that knee, flexing that foot. I'm taking my front shin so that thigh is coming straight out from my hip. That shin is parallel in front of me and it's flexed. So we have 90-degree angle, also called dangling deer. You know, you can either stretch straight forward or you can try to stretch kind of between the legs. I can actually get to about my foot and just release into that. Maybe you come down to the forearms. You might just simply place your hands on the mat, whatever suits your body. Really breathing into whatever tightness comes up. This is our moment to bring our heart rate back down, our breath back down, while still getting a nice stretch. Walk those hands up. Now keeping it here, we're going to just straighten out this front leg straight in front of us. Maybe you have to make some slight adjustments. I sometimes have to lift my seat up. I have a little bug coming to say hello. Sorry about the distraction. But I like to keep one 90-degree angle, one foot flexed straight out in front. I've found that this is a great stretch for the hamstring and help me with my splits. Not saying that splits are accessible for everyone, because I can do my one leg in front, one leg behind splits, but I can't do my middle splits. So every body's body is different. So you can either stay here, coming straight up, or you can come forward. You definitely will get more of a hamstring stretch if you keep that back flat. And yes, I know it's not possible to keep our back completely flat, but I kind of try to feel like I'm lengthening up and over and across. Like I'm trying to aim my sternum for my foot. Breathing here. Nice. Make your way upwards. Let's take and bend that back, front knee, rolling onto that hip so we can straighten out that back leg. Now we're going into pigeon pose. You can keep this front leg at a 90-degree angle if your hips and your knees allow. I don't always suggest that, especially if you're alone. So you can walk, I like to walk that heel kind of right under that hip bone. Really lower that hip down so our hips are nice and even. Pressing up, pressing those hips down and forward. And maybe we release down. See how far you can lower your chest. Nice. Walk your way up, nice and gentle. Let's take that back foot, swing it forward, bringing it to 90-degree angle, straight out in front of us. 90-degree angle with the back leg, sitting up on that hip. Maybe you adjust your seat. And now fold forward however you'd like, either straight, out to the side, or diagonal right in between is my sweet spot. Lengthening the spine. Really focusing on deepening the breath. With every exhale, loosen up wherever you feel tight or tense. It's very important to keep breathing. When we hold our breath, we just get tighter. Walk those hands up. Straighten that leg out in front of you. Maybe lifting that seat up a little bit so you can get the meat, so to speak, out of the way. Flexing that foot, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Drawing that chest forward, out, and down so we can lengthen our spine. Maybe you hold onto your toes, assisting and flexing that foot. Or maybe if you'd like, you can completely release down, whatever suits you. You know what's good for your body. You can feel it. Roll onto that hip and come up. Bend that knee. Extend that leg further straight back. Heel stacks on underneath that hip. Hips are even. Really straighten up and lengthen in the spine. And then exhale, lower down that chest for our pigeon pose. Same kind of thing here with our back. Really drawing that belly button and the rib cage down so we're flat to the ground. Work your way up. Swing that back leg around and let's come into our middle splits. Go as far as open as it suits your hips because we don't want to be tucked and rolled under and scooping that tailbone under. We want to be sitting up on our sit bones. It even helps if you lift up each cheek, so to speak, and maybe you lift up your calves up and back so you can really be seated right on top of those sit bones. So your spine is really long. Just finding our center here. Breathing. And let's take that left arm up and over to the right side. Finding those toes. I like to press this hand down flat. Really tuck that shoulder. You might just be here. It's all right. Every body twists, lengthens a little differently. We just want to feel like we're pressing this top shoulder back so our chest is flat forward. This will give us a little extra stretch in that side body. Nice. Now untuck this bottom arm and come draw that shoulder, that top shoulder down, flat. Lengthening the body again, flat back. Instead of thinking of taking my nose to my knee, I think of drawing my sternum to my knee. Now let's walk those hands in. We're going to come halfway between center and where our leg is, drawing those hands out. Maybe you're up a little further. It's A-okay. And I call them Spider-Man hands, where I kind of grip and pull and they stick a little bit to the ground, especially if you're sweaty. But I can pull forward and really draw my lower belly down further, which flattens my back a little extra and gives me just that little extra stretch in that hamstring. Make sure you're drawing those shoulders down and together. Breathing here into that hip. Nice. Walk those hands up. Release any tension you're feeling over there. And let's take that right hand up and over to the other side, grabbing those toes if you can, however far you can go. It's like the limbo. Maybe you close your eyes. We're really relaxing now. Untuck that bottom arm. Drawing the chest out and flat down. Top of that left leg. A few more breaths here and pull. Transition. Nice. Walk those hands between center and that leg, wherever that is for you. Using those Spider-Man hands to grip and pull that body forward, lengthening the spine. Breathing. Walk those hands up. Find your center. Maybe you rock back and forth a little bit. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe your hands just come right here, right in front of you. Maybe they come out further. Maybe you come down. I like to come to my forearms. Up. Let's cross the legs. Cross the right leg forward first. We're going to kind of keep an open seated position. We're going to sweep those arms up and we're going to fold forward. Coming to the forearms. You'll feel it a little differently in the hips than if they were fully crossed. Walk those hands up, switch legs. You want your shins almost parallel in front of you. Coming forward. Up, last stretch. Place them behind your seat. Pressing the hips up, gazing up, drawing the shoulders together and down, opening the front body. Lower the hips. Sweep the arms up. Hands to heart center. Good job, everybody. We're done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your workout. If you like this class, give it a like. If you have any questions or suggestions, comment them down below and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next workout. Here are some other classes I've posted that you can take right after this if you'd like, or save them for later to a playlist. If you liked my ensemble, I recently became a partner with Fabletics, and I'll have a coupon code link down below so you can get some good deals. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye, guys.